Hello fellow sim racing nerds. Today I'm going to do something utterly pointless. Yep, I'm going to see if I can break a real life lap record in a racing sim, thus proving absolutely nothing whatsoever. Settle down kiddos and let Uncle Exposition bring you up to speed. As is often the case, I was a long way down the Wikipedia rabbit hole when I discovered something mildly interesting. The Laguna Seca unofficial track record is now back in the carbon fibre hands of a Formula 1 car. For a long time, the record was held by Sebastian Bourdais in a champ car, but in 2012, Marc Gene set a record-breaking lap in the Ferrari F2003 on a demonstration run. And that got me thinking. Assetto Corsa has the two fastest Formula 1 cars in the history of the sport, the Ferrari F2004 and the 2017 Formula Hybrid cars, and both of these seem like the perfect tool to see if we can beat that time Marc Gene set in the 2003 Ferrari. So here's what we're aiming for. There's a 2007 champ car at an official test, as well as some mid-2000s F1 cars. Ideally, we're looking at low 105s then, though I think with practice and a good setup, we could go a lot quicker than that. The objective here, though, is to see if we can beat the unofficial record, not to see what the ultimate pace of an F1 car is here. And given that both Zonta and Gene's times were set on demonstration runs, I've not done a lot of practice and I've not spent time tweaking the setups. So in the interest of keeping it even slightly representative, I've done about 5 laps in each car to get my eye in, and I've used the stock setups. So let's jump right into the cockpit of the glorious 2004 F1 car. We're driving the Kunos Ferrari F2004 dressed in a Minardi skin because, frankly, I find the idea of setting a lap record in a Minardi mildly entertaining. For those of you that want to rerun the 2004 Formula 1 season from the comfort of your spare bedroom, I'll put the link to the 2004 skins in the description. Taking a fairly fast-paced warm-up lap because we need to keep the heat in the tyres and, well, the video would be really boring otherwise. As I said, I've only done a few practice laps to get my eye in, so taking a very slow out lap would probably completely ruin the minutes of muscle memory I'd already built up. Luckily with the 2004 F1 car, you just point it and go. There's very little in the way of faffing about. When we're doing the preparation lap with the 2017 car later, we'll have to faff around with the energy recovery and deployment settings. Not a bad first turn by all accounts, and the lap here just goes very, very quickly. As I said, I've only done a few practice laps, so the lap is a little bit scruffier than it could be, and there's certainly a lot more time to be found. But I sort of thought, well, you know, these times we're trying to aim for set on a demonstration run, so the situation's kind of similar really, isn't it? Chuck it through there and blast up the hill towards the corkscrew, a corner that actually isn't all that challenging in a Formula 1 car. You go hit the apex nicely. It's actually this next corner, the rainy curve that I find is just actually a better corner in most cars. It's much more likely to trick you up. Break down into the final corner, just go a little wide of the apex, there's more time to be found there, but we get a good exit. And there you go, 103.478, that's about 2 seconds quicker than the unofficial record. Not a bad start. Now onto the 2017 F1 car, which as you can see is in the delightfully subtle Renault livery. I'm using the Kunos Formula Hybrid car rather than the RSS one. At least that way we're comparing apples to oranges rather than comparing apples to lawn furniture. I wanted to be Jolyon Palmer for the video for obvious reasons, but the skip makers replaced him with Carlos Sainz. Poor Jolyon can't even keep a virtual drive. We took it a little bit easier on the outlap in the 2017 car because we have the battery mode set to charging, so we're not using any energy. And we will have 100% for the flying lap. You can't see from the Oculus view, I've just changed it to hot lap mode, potentially a tiny bit early, but I wanted to concentrate on getting the final corner right and getting a good run up the hill. It's such a short lap, you don't really, can't really deploy the whole battery anyway. Or you certainly don't need to, could if you wanted to. I much prefer the RSS Formula Hybrid car to the Kunos one. I find it more drivable. I don't mean that it's easy to drive, it just behaves in a more predictable way, certainly on the stock setup anyway. You have to be a little bit more careful getting on the power with the Kunos car. Again, I've only done a few practice laps, and I don't really drive the SF70H all that much, so this is by no means close to an alien time, but we'll see how close it really gets to the lap record time. As you can see, it's not a perfect lap. Managed to get it slowed down nicely. Still could have taken a little bit more apex on the final corner, but there we go. And it's a 1:03.9, so we're about 4/10 slower than the Ferrari 2004, but not a bad time altogether though. So there you have it, 2 hot laps around Laguna Seca in the 2 fastest Formula 1 cars ever. I'm not sure if we really proved anything other than I'm not an alien and that Formula 1 cars are really fun to drive, especially here. We managed to beat the unofficial lap record by a couple of seconds, and I think that, if anything, means that the times set by Gene and Zonta on their demonstration runs aren't representative of the full pace of those mid-2000s Formula 1 cars. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, please hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you again next time.